Hello, the internet. I hope you're doing well, 'cause I sure exist. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. But, no, I think I'm doing alright. And, there's a lot that I have to talk about, which is why I'm starting just a little bit earlier than I might otherwise. Normally, I would probably just go for... uh, 5 minutes ahead of time. But here I am, 10 whole minutes in advance. It's an endless stretch of time. Is my chat widget working? I'm gonna reboot the chat widget real quick. Don't mind me, just flick it on and off again. There we go. There we go. Now it acknowledges that I'm live. Uh, and hello, Bookshire. Hello, Dragon. It's a pleasure to have you both here. I'm probably just gonna do the idle warm-up chat for the first 5 minutes and then transition into talking about Toonstruck, which is what we're here to talk about. And I want to say in advance that because I was on the internet in the early 2010s, if I happen to say Toonstruck a few times, please forgive me, you know why. So, hopefully you're okay. Hopefully it's been a good day for you. I am really kind of... I keep talking myself into and out of loving this game. It's, oh, who doesn't know about the gray aliens? Come on. NASA declassified all that stuff. It's an unfinished, strange mess where tons of stuff is left on the cutting room floor. I don't think the writing is half as clever as the writing thinks it is. Some of the stars they got are a little, but at the same time, this game is very, very... I don't know if it could ever have existed in a time that wasn't, ooh, Candy Corn Dracula. That wasn't the late 90s, really. Wasn't the early full motion video craze when it's just like Roger Rabbit, but a video game was a compelling pitch that people would actually pay money for. We got actors to do this. And they're not kidding about getting actors to act in this. Admittedly, the only live action actors are Ben Stein and Christopher Lloyd. But the actual voice cast... Okay, no. We're going to start in on the voice cast a little early, because I want to talk about the voice cast. Let's go over here. I've got the manual up here. And it has a section titled The People Behind the Voices Behind the Characters. And it says, bringing together the most impressive collection of voice actors ever assembled for a game, and I believe that may still be true today. There's Tim Curry, the star of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I'm sure he's absolutely thrilled to be known as, well, I'm sure he made peace with it by this time. Plays the evil Count Nefarious, because if you have a voice acting cast that is above a certain level, then Tim Curry is just going to naturally show up. He will, manifest in your studio and stand there until you give him a role. He rules the dark and sadistic side of the world with a lethal combination of terror and sarcasm. This is true. Unfortunately, he is barely in this game. Which is sad, but we can treasure every moment with him. Oh, he was in the remake. I didn't know there was a remake. Okay, that's good. Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson, plays Flux Wildly, the player's hyperkinetic and witty companion who often comes through in a clutch. This is slightly a lie. Flux never really comes through in a clutch. Flux is, I believe, loosely based on Max from Sam and Max. He's got that style, he's got that charm, and Dan Castellaneta sounds nothing like Homer here. He gets a chance to actually exercise his range, which is wonderful. Flux wrote this manual, possibly. It does have that tone to it. David Ogden Stiers. Mash's Colonel Winchester and the voice of Cogsworth the Clock in Beauty and the Beast. Stiers plays the sappy and sucker in King Hugh, leader of the cute and happy side of the world. Which, he doesn't show up much either, but he does get some good moments. Dom DeLuise, one of the best known figures in the world of animation. Dom plays Fingers, a less than honorable arcade cashier, always looking for a way to make a fast buck. Again, barely in the game. These four names play one role each, and they are, like, obviously supposed to be the big draws. But for me, the big draw are the secondary cast, the guys who voice, like, 15 characters among them. Totally didn't join in on the early pre-game speech. That's fine, I'm still going through it. You can see here on the screen, the main roles are Tim Curry, Dan Castellaneta, David Ogden Stiers, and Dom DeLuise. As I was saying, those are the four biggies. They voice one role each. But for me, the big names are below the fold, so to speak. Corey Burton. TV work includes Gummy Bears, Rescue Rangers, Goof Troop, Bonkers. So already we've got the entire Disney afternoon represented. Well, most of it. You know, the good parts. Tress McNeil. If you don't know who Tress McNeil is, please get the hell out of my stream right now. She was Babs Bunny. She was Dot, Chip, Gadget. All kinds of names here. Rob Paulson. Yakko, Pinky. Max from Goof Troop. Raphael. Steelbeak. And speaking of Darkwing Duck, Jeff Bennett. Wait, no, speaking of Darkwing Duck, Jim Cummings. Sorry, Jeff. Jim Cummings is Darkwing Duck. He's also Bonkers. He's Winnie the Pooh. Jeff Bennett, meanwhile, is, you know, in a bunch of other stuff. Batman, Tiny Toons, Secret Squirrel. I love Secret Squirrel. April Winchell. Baby Herman. She was in Gargoyle. She was in Jungle Cubs. Who remembers Jungle Cubs? Earthworm Jim, the TV adaptation. Now, there is one big... Did this game's entire budget go to the cast? No, amazingly. There are some very well-drawn scenes here, even if... well, anyway, there's one big name, though, on the roster that isn't in this lineup. And if we go over here... Frank Welker, who has been everything. Everything. If there's an inarticulate animal noise in your animation, Frank Welker probably dropped by the studio to make it. Clips of Frank Welker growling and barking into the microphone will be floating around voice acting long after all of us are dead. Anyway, the voice cast of this game is, frankly, fucking amazing, even if they did put two B's in Rob Paulson for some reason. Rob. Oh well. Sorry, Rob. But yeah. This manual, I mean, this cast. It's really something. Oh, by the way, this background, this never happens in the game. This is the box art for the game. This scene never happens in the game. I don't know why they chose to, oh well, you know, it's a good scene. If you can electrocute Christopher Lloyd, why wouldn't you? It's either that or the clown. Yeah, the clown is also, in, like, exactly one scene ever. Well, I guess you could make him in several scenes, since he's in an area you can walk back and... Shut up. Is he in this game, too? Which he? Who he? But, it is now that I realize, like an idiot, that I, don't actually have VM open. So I'm just gonna... Christopher Lloyd, yes, Christopher Lloyd is in this game. Christopher Lloyd plays the lead of this game. I'm just popping open ScumVM and getting this started. That is a really aggressive logo. And yeah, here's the, we will get to that, Celine. But hey, here's the opening screen. You don't actually see the game. Why don't you see the game? Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna Alt-Tab out. Can you see stuff happening on the screen now? Am I going to, like, the hotkey screen? No. Alright. Give me a minute here. Let's try this. Is it back? Yeah, guys, I know that the screen is freezing and not. Is stuff changing when I click this? I pause when nothing is changing. Okay. See, the problem is that, some kind of capture functionality is not working unless I'm tabbed into the, into OBS. What I need is for it to be capturing, like, right now. So, I'm gonna try adjusting a couple of things. It's gonna look weird. But, let's see, is this animating? And does it still work when I'm over here? Hello, Raiders! I am currently troubleshooting some bullshit. Okay, it's animating, it's working, it's updating. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to play it like this. Frick. Okay, that's fine. I can work in a window. It's working, change nothing. Okay, so, here's the thing. The opening movie is not subtitled in any way. So, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna watch it together.
Hello.
Drew Blank.
Yes.
This is Dr. Stern's office. I'm calling to remind you about your dental appointment tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Blank.
Yes.
You've missed your last 3 appointments, Mr. Blank.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I must have forgotten.
It's only a filling, Mr. Blank. So you'll be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp?
I promise. I'll be so there it'll make up for all my missed appointments.
I don't care what you do, Mr. Blank, as long as you don't forget again.
Yes, I remember.
All right, Drew, I'm sorry. But if you remember, then why aren't you...
Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, Maxine. I thought you were... why aren't I what?
Your meeting with Schmaltz, it started 10 minutes ago.
I'm so dead!
In my day, being late for a meeting with one's superiors was grounds for immediate dismissal. See that it doesn't happen again.
Yes, sir, Mr. Schmaltz. I'm sorry.
Now then, I'm sure you're aware that this season marks the 10th anniversary of the Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun show. Frankly, we've milked this formula long enough. Bun Bun needs a boost. It needs revitalizing. It needs a shot in the arm.
A shot in the arm, yes, sir. Sure does.
And Since Bun Bun's your creation, I want you to personally administer this revitalizing shot.
Thank you, sir.
Here's how I see it. We create a big batch of happy, cute bunnies to share the spotlight with Bun Bun. It's an all-new show and we call it Fluffy and Friends. After all, if one bun can carry a company like Sam Schmaltz for 10 years, a whole truckload of the things has got to be a gold mine. 24 karat. Get it?
Yes, terrific idea. That is exactly what the show needs. More bunnies.
Of course it's a terrific idea. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Well, what are you waiting for? Go make. Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, sir.
I want the new characters on my desk first thing tomorrow morning. And this time, don't be late.
Tomorrow morning. First thing, yes. Okay. Rabbits. More sweet, friendly rabbits. Rabbits that do nice things. Rabbits that not only care, but share. The early work of a very young, very naive Drew Blank. A kid who's going to take the world by storm. Flux. You were it, little buddy. The Flux Wiley show is really going to be something. If only... Oh... Must focus on bunnies. Must focus on bunnies.
Hey, kiddies! Let's get happy! It's Fluffy Bun Bun time!
Oh no, no. What are you doing on at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway? I'm sorry. I'm talking to cartoon bunnies. This must be a dream. I must have fallen asleep again. Oh, God, asleep on your line. Oh, wake up, Brew, wake up. Damn it! Flux.
Drew?
Flux.
Drew!
What are you doing here? Look, Flux, I can't be here. I mean, I can't stay here. It's just not right. I don't fit in. Besides, oh my God, I've got one mother of a deadline hanging over my head. And apparently, a lifetime of therapy to look forward to. So please, just slap me or tell me there's no place like home or do whatever it takes to get me out of here.
Well, I guess. If it means that much to you.
So, you mean you do know how to get me home?
Hell no! I have problems finding my own way home. But I do know a guy who might be able to help. So you see, King Hugh, your wonderfulness, Drew needs to get back home. Can you help him, can you, huh?
Oh, dear, I'm so sorry for all the trouble you've been through. Of course I'll help you find your way home.
Told you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But there's just one teensy-weensy little problem. Let me explain. We are here, Qtopia.
Hey, That's where I live. That's where I live, right there. Zany-Doo. It's kind of like an offshore asylum, but to me, it's always been home. Back to you, your benevolence.
Yes. As I was saying, we are here in Qtopia, home of the happy, helpful Qtopians, and, of course, their good and just king. It's me. We were all so very, very happy until we fell under attack by a very wicked man, Count Nefarious. Don't even like to look at him.
Who would?
Nefarious is ruler of the Malevolands and its dismal denizens. He has perfected a malevolator.
Hey, that's the thing that took a shot at me!
It's a terrible flying weapon of Nefarious's own invention. The malevolator shoots a powerful ray that corrupts everything it touches, turning all that is sweet and pleasant into all that is sinister and ugly. So, I'm afraid, Mr. Drew, we really need you to help us before we can help you.
But how could I possibly help?
My brave spies have stolen the blueprints for Nefarious's bad machine. My royal engineer is using these plans to build a cutifier, a device which will reverse the damage Nefarious has done. Mr. Drew, please, I need you to help us finish the cutifier so that we can end Nefarious's reign of terror and to make the world a happy place. And then, I promise you, I will do everything in my power to help you get home.
Don't worry, your benevolence. We'll save you. Won't we? Mr. Drew?
Sure, Your Highness. I'd be happy to help.
Absolutely splendid. Thank you, friend. You can't possibly understand what this means to me and my kingdom. Before you leave the castle, please stop by my laboratory so my engineer can show you the cutifier. And remember, all of Qtopia is counting on you.
Alright, welcome to gameplay. I'm gonna pop to the option screen for just a second. Address a couple of things that came up in chat. A, yes, Tim Curry voices the villain of this game. B, yes, Christopher Lloyd is acting his ass off. But what am I supposed to do to help? It's beautiful. Wonderful. 10 out of 10 stars. Let's see. Was there anything else that needed addressing? Let me just look through real quick. Yeah, So anyway, we've got control of the game now. We're allowed to do things like walk around, look at Flux, who, by the way, yes, is probably a reference to that movie.
My pal Flux.
We can pick him up and use him on things, although that's not very useful right now. We cannot go back in the throne room.
Look, there's a message hanging from the doorknob. Do not disturb. Busy formulating alternative plans for saving my kingdom. Thanks.
So, you know, that's that. Let's check the place
I
out.
can't just yank it open.
There's a
Roll top
cabinet
cupboard, locked up tight.
with a hole in it.
There's a hole in the side of the cupboard.
Yeah, this is gonna be a scenery eating contest. You're just gonna have to live with me being kind of slow and trying to remember the puzzle solutions. You can use Flux on most things.
Flux, do you think you could get that cupboard open?
Nope. But on a positive note, I'm a pretty good dancer.
Flux is extremely helpful. Yeah, I directly compared Flux to Max pre-stream. He's just gonna go for a while. Look at him go. Somebody drew that. Can you believe it?
Hello? Hello.
So here we have a big
Looking for the
doofy
royal
bird.
engineer.
Really? I'm looking for my glasses.
Oh. Well, if you see the engineer, would you tell him we're looking for him?
I will, but he's rather preoccupied right now. He's lost his glasses. Now where can they be?
I figure I'll use this to show off the conversation system.
Excuse me?
I don't mean to be rude.
Or
but
not.
I'm afraid I don't have time to chit-chat right now. Finding my glasses is a tippy-top priority.
Alright, we're gonna have to get a lead on his glasses beforehand.
It's a trash can.
So's the floor, apparently.
Can we have Flux go through the trash?
Not that useless.
No, but the game shares my opinion on him. Ah, yes, that's a big, fat toucan. That's at least 2 cans. A dodo? It could be a dodo. He's not, you know, dancing around thinking about how he's the last of the dodos. But... well, let's have a talk with, Oh my god, Celine, I'm sorry. It just occurred to me. I'm so very sorry. Okay, let's have a talk with the
Excuse me,
castle staff.
Do we have a word with you?
Certainly. Which word would you like? May I recommend goodbye?
So, we have an ice cube and a stop sign. The ice cube is for breaking the ice. It melts gradually as you unlock conversational topics.
King Hugh sure has a lot of trophies.
Well done, sir. A keen observation. However, if I may be blunt, I find dusting a trifle difficult whilst engaged in such witty
Yes.
and insightful conversation. So if it's all the same to you, I suggest you gentlemen be on your way.
Hey, wait a second. What kind of a butler are you anyway?
For your information, no kind of butler at all. Are you blind, sir?
Flux, look at him. I think he's a footman.
What? So you telling me a butler would be a great big...
Right.
You know, I'm gonna try to talk over as little of this game's dialogue as I possibly can.
So what are all these trophies for, anyway?
Aside from dusting.
Why, all sorts of things. First place in the Tribute to Hugh essay contest. Most likely to succeed. Best King of Cutopia.
Best King of Cutopia?
Yes, that one's quite an honor. It was bestowed by the king himself.
Don't you think it's just a little bit funny that the king has proclaimed himself best king?
Funny? May I inquire how many times you have been so honored?
Well, none.
Exactly. So please show our sovereign a little respect. And might I suggest, in future, you reserve jocularity for a more suitable subject matter, such as your combined IQ.
Believe me, I'm showing the king as little respect as I can manage already. Anyway, let's branch out. We can talk about the king.
This must be a tough time for King Hugh. Nefarious on the loose, Utopians getting struck down left and right.
Dust collecting on his trophies.
Oh, indeed. It's just terrible to see His Royal Highness so unhappy. Every night, I wind his precious royal music box. It begins to play its sweet little lullaby, and only then can my poor king sleep. Sweet dreams to your royal snookums, I softly whisper, as I tuck His Highness in. Footman's duties, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I think that's a bit more than any of us needed to know about his relationship with the king.
We were just talking to a bird downstairs. He seemed a little flustered.
Ah, you've had the misfortune of meeting Bric-a-Brac, our royal engineer.
Bric-a-Brac seems to be having a bit of a problem.
Allow me to go out on a limb, sir. Bric-a-Brac has lost his glasses.
Yes, that's right.
I don't suppose he has checked his pockets.
Oh, I didn't ask.
Well, while I find the troubles of our engineer most fascinating, sir, in future I would prefer to focus my energies on more important matters, such as the condition of my master's trophies.
Yeah, but it's only a trophy
Time
relationship.
for us to shove off.
Then please, by all means, shove off, sir.
Let's check out some of these
This
trophies.
trophy.
I think this one's a red herring.
Please don't touch the trophies, gentlemen. I've just spent the last week dusting them.
Dang, a whole week.
Utopian Gardening Club Watering Can Award. Congratulations, King Hugh. May your garden enjoy many golden showers.
And the less said about that, the better. Let's move on.